Hi, and thanks for listening to Gossip with Celebrity, brought to you by Celebrity.com. This week we talk about Vanessa Hudgens and Evangeline Lilly, the coronavirus stimulus package, and male celebrities who go downtown. This conversation gets quite explicit at about minute 12, so you'll want to wear headphones or turn it off if you have kids around. Our user feedback is from a doctor who listens to us, and we end with our weekly feature, the comments of the week. The stories and tweets we talk about can be found at Celebrity.com/podcast under episode 44. Hi, I'm Katie, the founder and editor of Celebrity.com, and I write as Celebrity.
And I'm Chandra, I'm the head writer for Celebrity, and I write as Kaiser.
So I guess this is just gonna be a coronavirus episode primarily, because that's all that's been happening this week. I'm feeling a little better. I went through this period earlier in the week where I lost my voice and I was really worried, but I feel better. I just don't want to say, oh, I'm fine, because I've had that a couple times in these past 2 weeks where I've thought I've been better and then it came back the next day. So
I'm feeling okay. I spent Sunday and Monday taking 3-hour-long naps.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
In the afternoon. And then I was like, I cannot keep doing this. So I started going for walks in the afternoon. And
oh, nice.
That was nice, but it was too much fresh air almost. I'm usually not outside that much, and I felt like I was high.
It's different walking.
It is different when you're walking in fresh air, and I just haven't done it in a while, and the fact that it's like all up and down these massive hills, my legs hurt, everything hurts, but it's good.
People say, oh, it's nice and gentle to hike or whatever. It's hard. It's a different type of exercise than gym exercise.
Yeah, it is. I like the controlled environment of a gym a lot better.
Me too. I like to know how much time I have, how much time I did, when I can get out of there, that I don't have to go back. Like, you get somewhere and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go back now. But you're just like, you're not real country people, I guess. How's your mom doing?
Yeah, she's in an assisted living facility. She's not sick, but I think there are sick people in the facility, and she just called me today and told me that they are banning the communal eating spaces. So
oh wow,
they're just gonna deliver food to them in their rooms.
Wow. I mean, that's a good measure probably, but that's something.
I'm wondering if they're going to ban visitors next, like probably in the next few days.
Yeah, I bet they do. Is your mom okay with technology? I video chat with my mom on the Echo, the Amazon Echo.
No, we don't do that. She's had problems with her Wi-Fi, and I tried to get her to fix it, and she won't. Yeah, I mean, we just talk to each other on the phone.
Yeah, that works.
So you are in constant contact with your mom. How is she doing?
Yeah, she's coughing a lot and trying to clear her throat constantly. But she has been sick for over a month, and I think it was worse before. She doesn't have a fever. My dad got like a cold. You know, she's okay. She's okay. I talk to her every day, and she's doing okay. I'm just worried about her, that's all.
Yeah, and whenever I think about like the worst case scenarios of what would happen if our parents were testing positive, the hospital would pretty much do the same thing that our folks are doing anyway. They would just send them home. Unless they had like a crazy temperature and they honestly could not breathe at all, they would just send them home and quarantine them. That's all.
I'm very, very concerned with the number of people I've told that I'm not going out, that I'm not doing things, that they cannot come in my house because I'm sick, who have just told me, well, you must have allergies, you must have the flu, you don't have a temperature, why don't you go to the doctor? And why don't you get a test? So many people believe that tests are easy to come by. This is going to profoundly change my relationships with people, specifically the ones who have not taken this seriously. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, people are ignorant, but you also have to understand that they're being fed a lot of misinformation by politicians, by Donald Trump, by, congressional leaders. So
yeah, I guess not everybody actually reads the newspaper or watches any news other than local news. How could you not know? How could you not take this serious? So anyway, are you also eating a lot? Because I have been eating so much. I'm just bored eating.
No, I'll snack a little bit. I think I've probably been eating more sugar than I should, but I've just been eating like normal. If anything, I don't have as much of an appetite because I'm not working out as much.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm just boredom eating.
I used to work out, 4 or 5 times a week, and I was like very hungry in the evenings, and I'm just not anymore.
That's good. You're lucky. So Vanessa Hudgens was the first celebrity to show her ass in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, and Evangeline Lilly today did the same. There's a lot of live events, live interviews, videos, celebrities talking to their friends on Instagram, and that's nice, and concerts.
I like that celebrities are showing us that they're just as bored as we are.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised at how few bad incidents there have been with celebrities. Like, it really has only been Vanessa and Evangeline. And I would argue Chrissy Teigen a little bit too, but that's just because I don't like her. And I thought her whole, you should order in this $100 soup thing was asinine.
Yeah, that was bad. And Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas just did a pap stroll where they went shopping. I mean, how tone deaf and stupid is that? Getting back to Vanessa Hudgens, she did an Instagram live. She was really high. Her hair is cute when it's just curly. She should go natural with her hair. She said that Coachella shouldn't be canceled. And let's play a clip from that. And here's what she said about coronavirus.
Yeah, till July sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. But, like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but, like, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
That's a little ridiculous, right?
What I liked, was that she was such a valley girl about it. Like, I respect it,
But, like, just let me do Coachella because I don't have, anything else to look forward to.
Don't play her stupid apology because it was asinine anyway.
All right. I just wanted to say, I won't play the apology.
It wasn't even an apology. She doesn't say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say kill all the old people. Yeah, she didn't say that.
All she said was, I realized that some of my comments are being taken out of context. And then she said she was at home in lockdown. She doesn't take it lightly and stay inside.
There was no taken out of context.
No, we actually saw what you said. It's not like it was a print interview. And she didn't even say, I'm sorry if you were offended, which is like, the bare minimum. No, I'm sorry. And then Evangeline Lilly, oh my God. So she shaved her head. Last November, she shaved her head and she didn't say why. A lot of people wondered, does she have alopecia? Did she have cancer? She didn't say why. She did say a week or two ago that she's been going through a tough time, and we didn't cover that. And then she posted a photo of a cup of tea with the hashtag business as usual, saying she dropped her kids off at gymnastics camp. They were having a great time and they'd wash their hands.
And then
oh my God.
Yeah, people were commenting like, you're absolutely insane. Why aren't you self-isolating? Why aren't you in quarantine? And like, she goes off and she like comments to a bunch of different people, a lot of different things.
Let me read it. I want to play the music. I won't read the whole thing, but I want to play the music. I'm also immune compromised at the moment. I have 2 young kids. Some people value their lives over freedom. Some people value freedom over their lives. We all make our choices. Where we are right now feels a lot too close to martial law. And she spelled it like Marshall with A-L-L. For my comfort already. All in the name of a respiratory flu. It's unnerving. So then she wrote about making sure the leaders don't abuse this moment to steal away more freedoms and grab more power. So she thinks it's like some vast conspiracy.
Yeah, and she thinks it's all an election year conspiracy as well.
Oh my God.
She said there's always something in an election year, something like that.
So is she anti or pro-Trump? And like either way, that's crazy because it originated overseas. Like, anyway, I can't.
Yeah, I said like the argument that she's making about it is the same argument that the anti-vax people make, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah.
All right,
but there are some good celebrities too. We should name names because there are some good people doing like really cool things. And I have to give props to both Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. They both issued like really great statements of young people fucking stay inside.
Yeah.
Be self-isolated. This is ridiculous. And Ariana Grande had that absolutely great tweet like, trust me, your fucking hip-hop yoga class can wait.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So this week, they signed the coronavirus relief bill. Yeah, that's good.
Of course, he had to throw in some racism. You want me to do it now?
No, I mean, Trump keeps calling this the China virus. And you and I were emailing each other before he did this latest statement about it, about how he was tweeting that it was the China virus. And you said, go ahead now. I said, yeah.
Well, he always says China in the worst way. He always says China.
Yeah, it's bad.
It always sounds to me like he's using a slang word for vagina. And so
Yeah.
I keep saying it to myself of China. And then I'm like, oh, it's racist and it's stupid and he has a terrible accent.
Yeah. So people think he wants to change the conversation around coronavirus and the
Yeah, of course he
horrible
does.
response that our country has had into this conversation about whether he's being racist.
Right. That's his comfort zone. Of
Yeah.
course he wants to talk about how it's from China. And yeah.
And they already controlled it, and so did South Korea. And there's no excuse. No excuse. All right, let's talk. Are we done? This is a fast one today. I don't.
Well,
You want to talk the next thing? Is that good?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Last night I was really bored. I asked on Twitter if anybody wanted to video chat me on Zoom. And I talked to a couple of my Twitter friends, Moya and Devin. And Moya lives in Australia and she's a student. And Devin lives in Albania and she's an author. And oh my God, it was so fun. Like I've never talked to anybody like that before and they were awesome. And we mostly talked about how everything is awful and the shows we're watching to get through it. And we all watch a lot of shows. I was like asking them what we should cover on the podcast. And Moya said we should talk about that Twitter thread on which male celebrities we think go downtown. Eat pussy. I'm going to just say that. I hate the way that sounds. It sounds like it's so 80s. Like, ugh. And I put a explicit warning in the start of this, and I always rate these podcasts explicit. So I just hate the way that sounds. And I don't like the technical word for it either.
Cunnilingus.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
ooh.
prefer calling it eating pussy, but that's just me.
No, let's just not say it anymore. Just saying going downtown. So Moya thought it was hilarious that Jodie Turner-Smith confirmed that her partner Joshua Jackson is good at it because somebody asked her to confirm and she just sent a clip from Rick James singing Super Freak. So I thought we could talk about other male celebrities in that thread. And because of the way Twitter works, it shows me my friends on Twitter who responded to it first. And my first friend who responded to it was La Unica Angelina, responded to Justin Timberlake and said, his little bitch ass does not, period, with a T at the end. Which I agree.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake does not go downtown. Neither does Leo DiCaprio. He does not.
Oh, I didn't even think of him. Yeah, why would he? That's why he keeps getting with these young girls, because he sucks embedded and he doesn't want anybody who knows.
He just wants to lay back and have them do all the work.
Oh,
Yep.
That's how he looks in the paparazzi photos with them too, and it's. Bleh. And then Amira said, definitely Colin Farrell.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, we saw his video. I saw his video. I'm sorry that it was a gross violation of his privacy, but oh, wow. Okay. So everyone thinks The Rock does, because when DJ Khaled said that he wouldn't do that because he's the king or some bullshit in May back in 2018, The Rock said, I take great pride in mastering all performances. I mean, he does it, but just because you brag about doing it doesn't mean you're great at it, you know?
Yeah. I think he probably does, and he's probably enthusiastic about it, which counts for a lot. Like, enthusiasm does count for a lot.
I don't know. My mom listens to this. So, she does. Other celebrities that we have on our list. Who we have on our list, I should say.
Well, you just say names, and then we'll say whether or not we think they do. How about that?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Yes.
I think he probably does. Yeah.
Okay.
Not all the time, but yeah, he does.
Okay. This is making me uncomfortable. Oh my God. The actor who plays Tormund, Christopher Hivju.
Yes, 100%.
I looked up how to pronounce it. Yeah.
Probably every time.
Yeah, I would any day. Robert De Niro. Yeah, I think he does. I think De Niro does. I would sleep with De Niro. What is wrong with me?
I think he did, but I think he's too old now. I think he probably just likes to look at it.
No, I think he does. Old dudes still get down. Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
I bet he does.
No.
I don't know. He seems... Yeah. Andrew Lincoln. Yes, I bet he does. Prince Harry, not Prince William. We don't even have to talk about that. Oscar Isaac.
I say probably not.
Oh, I like him. I think he does. Adam Driver.
Yeah,
yes.
100%. Adam Driver.
Yeah. Tom Hardy.
100%.
Yeah. And nobody mentioned Ben Affleck in that thread because nobody cares about him or thinks about him in that way. But I feel like he's one of those guys who thinks he's doing you a favor and you should be grateful.
Oh, yeah.
He's like okay at it. And you're like, whatever.
Yeah, I bet he's also the kind of guy who has to like build up to it and like really talk about it before he does it. He's like, no, seriously, I'm about to go down on you. Like, you have to understand, I'm about to go down on you.
I'm going to cut that. That's gross. So it is. Jesus Christ. I know that type, but still. Oh, God. Why am I thinking? And this is skeeving me out. Like, I should have done this before lunch so I'd eat better. Fassbender.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, okay.
Clive Owen.
100%.
100%.
James McAvoy.
Yes.
Gerard Butler.
You didn't want me to say this, but I'm
just going through the list. I'm just because you elaborate too much, and I'm like, Jesus, stop.
I say yes, but I also say it's sloppy.
He's just a sloppy person, so I can co-sign that. Do you want to say the last thing you have written down because it's crazy?
There's one tennis player, and I guess I'll say his name. His name is Stan Wawrinka, and he just has a face where he looks like he will get down. Seriously.
Okay. You wrote he has a pussy-eating face.
He does.
That's what you wrote.
I didn't want to make you vom, okay?
I'm already past that point. Who is that dirtbag? Like he's a musician.
John Mayer?
No. Oh, God, no. Why do you make me think of him now? Now I'm thinking of John Mayer. Oh, and he talks about his dick in the third person. He's the one that talks about it before he does anything, and he never does it, and he's terrible at it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
No, that guy who, like, you want to hate fuck him.
Oh, Diplo. Oh, Diplo goes down. Absolutely.
Oh, gross. Yeah. See, now we've talked for like 20 minutes and let's move on to the user feedback.
Well, I'll say this about Diplo, though. He also looks like he's the kind of guy who just really likes blowjobs all the way around. Like he likes to give and receive. I think he's very oral.
I'm cutting
fixated.
that. I don't want to think about Diplo, but I did.
How can you look at him and not think about it, though?
Because that's all he's made for. He's just like a fuck boy.
Yes.
He has like a fuck boy face.
He's a nasty fuck boy with the fuck boy face.
Oh, God. No, stop. No.
And I would let him go down on me and I wouldn't tell a fucking soul.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's move on to the user feedback. So Barb and SoCal commented on the podcast post. Just finished listening to your new podcast. Love the site and the podcast, but I do have to point something out. It sounds like you and Shonda very likely have COVID-19 from the symptoms you described. I am an MD and I'm also self-isolating here in California, waiting for my test results. I'm really confused why you ladies went out of the house. It sounds like you went to Pilates. I want to say that I did not go to a Pilates class. I have a subscription service that I use at home, and I have not gone out. We do not know if we have COVID-19. I've had so many people tell me that I don't have a fever, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I don't believe them, and I'm self-isolating, and I'm just doing what I need to do. But yeah, that's a good point, and we take it into consideration, and we have stayed home. In my town, only one restaurant was closed the last time I looked, which was Monday. I just drove around. I didn't get out. My yoga place is still open, and they're wiping things down, and I'm never going to go there again because I just cannot. If businesses decide to stay open during a pandemic, I'm not going to give them my business later.
I have complicated feelings about this. I think that, especially with restaurants, they're just trying to stay in business. Maybe they're doing takeouts and deliveries exclusively. You don't know.
No, I looked in and there were people in the restaurants.
Yeah.
Those were not just takeouts and deliveries. There were at least 4 or maybe 5 open and one that had a sign on their door that said we're closed because of COVID. That's it. I understand that they want to stay in business. This is really serious. I especially think the gyms are ridiculous for staying open.
Yeah, my gym is closed.
Yeah, mine is too. The Y is closed. The boutique gyms are both open in town, and it's just really disappointing. Sorry, I got serious. We got a really nice email from Mary. She said, I've been reading your blog since my daughter was a baby 13 years ago, and I never regret the hours I've spent reading your posts or scrolling through the comments. I'm a veteran with PTSD and a huge social isolator, but I felt a sense of community in your blog, especially through the Trump BS and most definitely the Kavanaugh hearings. It was so nice to have a place to mourn and grieve and rage against all of that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks, Mary. We're glad that we could be there. And it was nice. Whenever anybody sends us an email, we read it and we really appreciate it. So thank you.
Thanks.
We got a text message from somebody who wants us to make Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas's portmanteau Benihana, like Benihana.
I still say Aflarmus is the better one.
Aflarmus is better. And also, I saw that Lainey's calling him banana, like banana. I don't know. And I just don't want to give them a portmanteau because I hope they don't last. They're good for gossip, but they're so dumb.
But all of the couples that burn out fast have some of the best portmanteaus, like Tittles. God, I miss Tittles.
Yeah, Tittles was good.
And you came up with Tittles.
I don't even remember, and thank you for always giving me credit for that, because I don't remember.
You said it in an email to me. You're like, if they get together, they're Tittles.
Okay. All right, that's cute. All right, I'll start using Aflarmus then. Let's move on to the comments of the week. All right, my comment of the week is from the story about Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas going out for coffee yesterday, which was Wednesday the 18th. And me said, wait, didn't these two just come back from out of the country? Shouldn't they be in self-isolation for 2 weeks? Which, I mean, they did just come back into the country, and yeah, it was already bad enough that they were going out.
All right. And so my comment of the week is from one of the many stories about Princess Beatrice and how her wedding plans are getting screwed over by coronavirus. And People magazine even came out and said this will be the 3rd time that she's had to postpone the wedding. 2 times because of her father and 1 time because of the coronavirus. And everyone's talking about how basically Beatrice is cursed. And so S808 said, the signs, girl, the signs.
Yeah, take a clue.
The universe does not want you to marry this dude.
And he'll probably know about it too, because her power or influence or whatever is not going to be as much after this. Or maybe it'll be more because she'll have to step up. I don't know.
Who knows?
All right. Thanks for listening, bitches.
Thanks, bitches.
Thank you for listening to the Celebrity Podcast. If you like us, tell a friend. And if you rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen, it helps us out and we appreciate it a lot. Our phone number is 434-218-3219, where you can text us or leave a voicemail. Our music is from AA Alto, Maiden, and via Premium Beat and Sound of Picture. Thanks again. I don't know about that whole pussy eating thread. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to cut about half of it because it's way too explicit. I just thought it would be funny, and it just ended up cringy as hell.
It could have been fun, but you were too grossed out.